C8 Pate, back at you with another video. And in today's video, we are going to go over the instrument cluster on the Can-Am Spyder F3s. I know not all of the bikes have this instrument cluster, but for the ones that do, I want to go over it. For some of you guys that have Rikers that have the basic clusters or Spyders that have the basic cluster, I want you to go ahead and kind of like envy this one. I do like this one. I do like the new cluster as well, the one that's on like the 2024, 2025 Spyders that has all the apps and different things. That cluster is pretty cool. It reminds me of, you know, some of my cars and so on and so forth, but I do like this cluster as well. So let's kind of go over it as best as we can. We'll talk about some other creature comforts that's on the bike. So up front, some of the things that I like, first and foremost, I like the phone holder. I like this one that holds it in place. These work for me really well. I got two of them. So normally one I use for like nav and the other one I use for if I get a phone call or something. So I do like having two phone holders or whatever I want to hold up here. If I want to take one off and put a GoPro, I can do that as well. I like these designs. These designs, my phone has never fell off, and I've never had an issue with these type of designs for phone holders. I got a little cup holder up here, so another creature comfort. I don't like it that much. It's okay. I know a lot of people put the get the F3 cup holders, the ones that go down by your knee. I just have this one up here. It's pretty dope. So let's go right to left. Right here is like the start button. So I have to step on the brake. I have to make sure this red button is down. And then I have to tap this button over here. And then hit the start button and then it starts. So I like that a lot. Like it a lot. At first, when I first got the bike, I wasn't used to that. I didn't like it as much. Up here is the hazard lights. So you see the hazards are going off. So that's what this button right up top is. This is the hazard light. Here is the cruise control. So to be able to, like, when I cut it that way and then I do it this way, that's kind of how we do things overall. We press up to go fast. We press down to reset it. So I really like it a lot. I like, my favorite thing about the bike right now definitely is the cruise control. I absolutely love the freaking cruise control. This thing is an amazing feature. I use it all the time when I'm on a highway or if I'm on a street and I know I'm only going to be going 20 down the street. There's not a lot of stop signs. I'm sorry, 30 down the street is not a lot of stop signs. I will put it on. Obviously it's more so for like highway riding, so your hand does not just get all numb and tingly and cramp because you're just constantly trying to hold this in. I don't really like the things that you put on the throttle assist and you got to hold it. I like them on Rikers, but Spyders are a little bigger. I don't like them on the Spyders, so I love the fact we got the cruise control. This is for my fog lights in the front to turn my fog lights on and off. Another dope feature. This one is the gauge to tell me where my battery life is at. So I don't have to take the battery off. I can just, you know, literally look right here and it tells me what type of voltage I'm getting on the battery. If I want to close it up, I could just put this on top. If it's cold outside, close that thing up and still see it, right? Over here, we have the reverse up top. So to reverse this bike, I have to hit this reverse button. Then right here where you see this plus sign, right behind it is a you can push this forward or backwards. I have to hold this reverse and hit this to reverse it. This is the park. So you know it's in park because when I look right here, it has that little red mark right there. So that's how when it's out of park, that goes away. When it's in park, it comes back on. Another cool thing I like is when you do hit that and it comes in park, the brake raises up. When you take it out of park, the brake basically goes down a little bit so you can, you know, step on it and then you can put the, right now it's in neutral, but you can hit one and put it in first gear. This is the mode button. So right now it's in sport, as you can see. That's eco. That's nothing. Again, sport, eco, nothing. This is also the button that you have to press before you start the bike. This is the volume. If I had the Bluetooth set, if I wanted to do it right here instead of like going to my phone and do something, if I had this all set up correctly, this is the volume for that. That's the horn, loud as hell. Turn switch, and then the brights, right? So pretty easy. This is how you change gears. You just keep, this is a 6-speed. So six-speed semi-automatic. So you just press this up and down. If you want to, you can hit it from the back. No pun intended. You can hit it from the back to go down in gears. And this is to go up in gears, hit the plus. So I think that's enough about all of that. I got this little bag up here. This is to hold some stuff for me overall. I do like it. Sometimes it does prevent me from seeing, not really. Sometimes it can prevent me from seeing that plus sign, but I see it just well. This depends on how much I got in this bag. So right here shows you the miles before it's empty. This is also a gauge right here that shows you how much gas is in the bike. This tells you if the bike is overheating or not, right? The coolant. This is the miles. These are the miles on the bike, right? Whether you're in A, B, or the actual miles, this tells you what the temperature is outside. There is the time when you're riding. This will go up to show you how fast you're going. This tells you what gear you're in, neutral, 1 through 6. This is the RPMs. So that's kind of the basic functions of that. Then when we go all the way over to this other side, this big knob right here that I didn't kind of talk about, that knob controls this little area over here to control the rest of the bike. So when I press this knob in, it goes to, and I can do whatever it is that I'm trying to do with the bike, right? So again, let's say if I'm going to the phone, it says connect helmet. So I could connect the helmet and my phone and everything. Then I could control the volume and everything else from right here instead of like, going into my phone while I'm riding. Yep, please connect phone. We got the volumes of things. Dope. We got the launch stats in the trip. So when you press that, all this comes up to tell you the average on things, what you've been doing. Right. Then to get back to where you're trying to get to, you just press in again. Everything is controlled right here. So I'm just pressing in to get into different things, and I'm pressing down to go to the next thing. So this is the Bluetooth or the auxiliary. All right. So that's for like the music and different things and such. And this one is the most important one, which is the actual settings. So let's say if I wanted to go into my clock, I'll go into the clock. And then I could change it to 24 or I could change this to 12, right? I need it. So this is how you change it to 12. I need it at 24 hours a day. And then right now in Chicago, it's 8:26 p.m. But if I wanted to go to 9, I can go to 9 and press up, then over. Then we got the Bluetooth settings to try to get into Bluetooth, rider helmet, the passenger helmet, your actual phone, to be able to control the phone. Then you have the display, the actual display. So you can control how bright you want the display. So like I could turn this brightness all the way down, or you can control how light you want this display. I don't turn it all the way up. I give myself, make it bright enough. What else? We got the mode. So you can go, I always go to automatic mode, or you can go into light, which will lighten the bike. Or you can go into like dark, which will obviously, let's say if I went into light, that's light, right? So this is usually what you're riding in the daytime. This one is dark, which is the one that we're trying to ride at night. Or you could just go up to automatic and it'll just do it itself. The bike, the sensors will go off in the daylight. It'll show light, and at nighttime, it'll show dark. So those are the basic functions of this This video was made because there was a couple people said that I did one on the Rikers, but I didn't do one on the Spyder. So I'm actually doing one on the Spyder. This is the Spyder I have. I know some of you guys have a basic Spyder that has the same instrument cluster that a Riker has. Unfortunately, you'll have to go back to my Riker video and you'll have to check that one out to get the instructions on that. Get in the comment section. Let me know about other videos you guys want to see, other questions that you guys have. I know before you guys even get started, there were a couple of people that were saying, hey, was I going to get the 24, 25 screen on this? And unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. You know, so there were some problems with it trying to install that whole thing. It didn't work out. Hopefully in the next couple of years, there will be some type of replacement screen for this to be able to give you that upgraded screen. But honestly, I like the screen that I have. I'm good. So I really like this screen a lot. I would be mad if I had the actual cluster that goes to the Riker on this Spyder. Then no, I wouldn't even bought that, to really be honest with you. But that's just me. That's easy to say now that I have this bike, but I really enjoy the way this bike is like just set up from left to right. I really like the way the bike is set up. I have a ton of fun on it. Hit that subscribe button for me right now. Become a part of this wonderful three-wheel community. If you need to reach out to me, please reach out to me in the comment section or hit me at c8pay@gmail.com. Hit me up, depending on what you're looking for. I could probably point you in the right direction. If you want to know what are the best floorboards for the Rikers or the Spyders, get in the comment section. Let me send you some and tell you what I think the best ones are and see if I can get you a deal on them or something like that. What else? Backrests, you name it, we may have it. Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, my friends, C8Pay out.